Don't shut up. Hello, everyone. Coming up here on Connect Now. What a New Year's celebration we do as we ring in the new year 2023. A lot of stories we're going to talking about what's going on with the latest with Kanye West. Kanye West was a trending topic that many of you talked about. Also, too, we get to Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez with their ongoing beef, where Megan said that Tory was the one that shot her, and we'll get to that as well. And we just found out breaking news that legendary newswoman Barbara Walters has passed away at the age of 93. Man, it's always like a December surprise. We'll get to it as we ring in 2023 with the very best of Connect Now. And it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Connect Now, the very best of connectivity for 2022. The oh my God moments that you want to talk about. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs here, alongside Brittany Shea. Brittany Shea, how you doing?
What's up? Good.
All right, are you ready to bring in the new year 2023?
Yep.
Um, but before we get to 2023, we want to reflect and look back at 2022. What a year of surprises, a year of like people being disappointed, stuff like that, and losses. So we're gonna get to it right now. So let's get to the nitty gritty on what had happened. Let's talk about this, Brittany Shay, the Megan Thee Stallion case with Tory Lanez. This was a big story that many people are talking about. This started way back 2 years ago in
Hmm.
2020 when Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were partying at Kylie Jenner's house, and that caused a lot of jealousy and tension. But we didn't know at the time that Megan's then best friend Kelsey was involved, and now we just found out about the case that Megan, Tory, really Tory Lane's been charged with shooting Megan Thee Stallion, and we talked about it. Do you have any recaps, or do you want to share about the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lane's situation, and how they're gonna move forward from there?
Move forward, but Tory Lanez is in jail, so that's the moving forward. He gonna be in jail 2022. He gonna be in jail going to 2023, and it's year, it's year on and year on. I mean, you do the crime, you do the time. I
Yeah,
mean, I 20 years is a lot of years to be honest with you, facing up to 20 years. But in good consciousness, we have to be aware of our actions and what we do because those actions could definitely lead to our downfall and be consequential to us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even though he was drunk and he did that shooting in the air, whatever happened, because what's come up must come down. You don't know how the bullets gonna ricochet and come down off the ground and hit her in the foot. Kelsey, telling the truth in September, lying in December. You see what I'm saying? Like, come
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
girl. I was like, what is it gonna be? I understand you want to get back at Megan. You don't like Megan. You don't like Tori, but and she was saving her own ass. But this whole case was just jumbled up. It was the case was just a mess. Everybody was lying.
yeah. It seemed like Megan was lying for a minute. She was trying to say she was trying to protect Tory, and then Kelsey was trying to cover her tail. I mean, it was just lie after lie, right?
Yeah, because Kelsey's trying to cover her tail so she won't, incriminate herself and being in, a part of the crime of being the shooter, in which Tori's lawyer was trying to make it seem like Kelsey was the shooter. But babe, this case was a hot mess. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad Megan got her justice, and we gonna see how long Tory Lanez gonna have to be in jail for. But
Yeah,
his family
oh,
and
go
that
ahead.
little sister,
You,
they
you, you
don't
said
know.
you trying to go back in.
The daddy
Yeah,
and the little girl. They're trying to ruin Rock Nation is trying to ruin my brother's reputation. I said,
what
hell,
is
he
she?
want it
What is
all.
she in? Brenda? Is she the one in the purple?
The little sister, the little girl.
You talking about the one
She should
beside
have.
the old man?
Nah,
You talking about what? You
yeah,
talking about one beside?
uh-huh. Mm-hmm. She should have been there in the first damn play. And his son shouldn't have been there either.
Yeah.
Rock Nation. Folks on Black Twitter trying to say blame Rock Nation. Trying to, you know
Yeah.
how we don't say shit serious. Trying to say I blame Rock Nation for my period. I blame Rock Nation for this.
You blame Rock Nation for your what now?
People on Black Twitter was trying to say they were blaming Rock Nation for their problems. I blame Rock Nation for
Oh,
this.
okay.
I blame Rock Nation for that. Yeah.
I thought you said you. Some people blame like women in particular, saying they blame Rock Nation for that time of the month. That's what I thought you
I,
said.
I'm just using that as an example. You
Oh,
know,
okay,
them
okay,
women,
okay.
yeah, that's what they were kind of saying on that damn thing.
Well, this old man, Tory Lane's father, he was the one that started it, saying that Jay-Z and everybody else evil and corrupted.
Well, hell, we don't know. They might be shit, but still, I mean, Rock Nation got shit to do with Tory Lane shooting me. They may represent her, but he did that on his own, of course.
Okay. Do you see the portion for Tory Lanez going back to Canada?
Yeah, he gonna have to go somewhere. He going back
And
home.
what does that say about rappers like Drake and everybody else believing Tory Lanez over Megan Thee Stallion?
Massage Noir, asshole. Even if she lied or whatever, you can't change the fact that she was shot in her fucking foot. You can't change the fact.
Yeah,
No matter what they say, how they say it, how they try to twist it and spin it and bop it and pull it, you know what I'm saying? Or
yeah.
whatever. She got shot in her foot.
Okay.
Period.
All right, we move on to another story that was most controversial. Brittany Griner being released from Russian prison. Brittany Griner, who was over there trying to, they say illegally trying to, with the marijuana and stuff, and she got
Yeah,
caught,
vaping.
and she was in prison for a long time and pleading with the Russian government and the U.S. government to help bail her out. Now, Brittany Griner, now released from prison as a free woman. They said the United States traded her for a person from Russia who's a cold at arms, and they saying he might go back to doing the same thing he was doing. So, I mean, do you think we should have? I'm not saying that Brittany Griner shouldn't have been released, but I'm saying
Hmm.
like, should we had made a compromise rather than what we compromised before?
I think that, and I'm agree with you. I don't think that's not saying she shouldn't be released, but if we gonna trade a basketball player for a mass arm dealer, Dr. Death, or whatever they call him,
Mm-hmm.
that killed and slaughtered and had weapons of mass destruction to kill people with,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get more than one person. Shit, you know what I'm saying? A 3-for-1
Yeah,
special or something. Cause that
yeah,
man, and we could have got a better deal. It made America look kind of weak. Like,
yeah. I kind of agree on that. Like, if we were
not to
gonna get him,
say,
we could have got the
yeah,
other dude too.
yeah, we could have got 2 more people if we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad
All
she's
right.
home. But she better not take her ass back over there.
Yeah,
She gonna be
yeah, yeah. That's
fucked
what I was
up.
gonna
She go back over there and do that shit again. She gonna be fucked up. She gonna be there.
say. Yeah, do that again. You'll be messed up.
I bet she ain't going back. But I can't wait for her to tell her story though, like what she had to deal with.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right, we move on to another story as Beyonce had an incredible year with her album Renaissance, and Renaissance has been gaining traction and popularity. I know you're a big fan of it. You say you listen
Mhm.
to it just about every day.
A song or
So,
two every day.
what? what is so popular about Renaissance, and why did it resonate with you and resonate with others who like songs like what that Cuff It and Break
Because
My Soul?
I think it put everybody in a good like mood. You know what I'm saying? Like a good upbeat tempo dance. You know, like she said, she want to give people something to dance to, something they can have a good time. You know, from what we all been dealing with from COVID and stuff,
Mhm.
and you know, it just was a good album. It was a good body of work. Some people may like it, some people may not like it, but overall, her work speaks for herself. Period. And I just like all the
Which
songs.
what's your favorite song off from the album?
America Has a Problem, Heated, Cuff It, Cozy.
Mhm.
I'm trying to do top five and Summer Renaissance.
Damn, you just know all the songs. I just know Cuff It, America's Got a Problem, and Break My Soul.
Yeah, but that's my top five. And Heated,
Okay.
the Energy, shit, the whole album. Damn it.
All right, Beyonce had a great 2022. She might even have a banger 2023, as we know that she's nominated for a Grammy Award, and she could be leaving, as I predict, with some Grammy Awards coming in February. So we'll be,
Hmm.
watching out for that. All right, speaking of that, Brittany, it was a lot of marriages, celebrity marriages, as well as J Lo finally tied the knot with Ben Affleck. These two have been they had engagement probably like 20 years ago, where they cut the engagement off, but now they had a secret wedding, and they finally man and wife.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. Like, I don't care. But
You
I
okay?
think J Lo tries to stay relevant. Like, I mean, homegirl, we don't care no more. I mean, you should have did that shit 20 years ago.
Okay, damn. But Britney Spears also got married as well.
She got married to her age. I mean, that man gonna have to take care of her, look after her. He a fine man, but whatever she going through, he gonna have to see her through it. So, oof.
Okay. Well, also too, speaking of that, we know that speaking of married couples and stuff, we know that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they had a kind of like a rough 2022. They released a docu series on Netflix, and the docu series revealed the struggles they had to deal with as being members of the royal family, even having their royal titles being removed. But it opened the onion to their personal lives and see what you thought of them, and it kind of made them somewhat, typical. But then again, they was kind of like they want their privacy, but they don't want their privacy. So it's kind of like
Mhm.
a catch
Which
twenty
one
two.
is it? Yeah, I agree. I mean, you could tell that behind all the fodder of the royal family, behind all the publicity and stuff, she was
Mm-hmm.
never gonna be truly accepted like she thought she would. You see what I'm saying? Because Megan ultimately is a white passing woman. You know, they was wondering how her child was gonna turn out and look. I'm like, don't you see the mother is white, damn that white passing? She a quarter black, bro. She half black. I mean, she had you get what I'm saying? She half black,
Yeah,
half white, but she's more white
yeah,
passing. So
yeah.
I mean, what you think you getting into a family that's known for imperialism and colonizers? Like, girl, come on, that's a long lineage of that incestual family. Like, let's be for real. Like, why would I want to get in this family? I don't give a damn about no royal Jews, the royal family. Fuck all that. It's a weird ass
Right.
family. Y'all killed Diana. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all killed Diana. And yeah, don't get wrong. That don't say I don't like Megan. Megan is okay, but you can tell that she says she don't want attention, but she sure looking for it.
So you basically saying she clout chasing.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, then
But
too,
this
you
documentary,
you.
the documentary, I may have to watch it, but from what I'm hearing and seeing, it's not that big of a deal. Like they trying to make it be. You know what I'm saying? It's like a woe is me. Like
I
wah
guess
wah
I was trying
wah.
to. I'm trying to subway to critics like what Howard Stern was saying. Like he watched the documentary and he's saying the same sentiments you saying. Like it was bland, boring, and they came out being whining. You know what?
Yeah,
And then we
I
know Pierce
mean,
Morgan doesn't like him neither.
yeah, I mean, come on, girl. Like you, not to say that she just because she's from that family and she has privilege, that doesn't mean that she doesn't face adversity and go through things. But
Mhm.
I just question: is she sincere? You see what I'm saying? Is she genuine or is she sincere? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know her, but some
Yeah,
things I'm like okay, and some things I'm like oh okay. You know, like what's really going on? You know.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do. It looks like they're trying to make money any way they can. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, but speaking of that, they had a loss as well as Harry's grandmother, the Queen. We know that she passed away at the age of 96, and
Mhm.
she was the longest reigning monarch in 70 years. So she held the title from 1952 to 2022, and
Ooh,
she passed
hunger.
away.
Hunger did not
And
want to let that title go. Go like when she turned like 60 or 70, she should gave that to her son and go on by her ways and days. Like she just loved being queen. Period. That's what it was.
yeah, I guess the title of it, the privilege of it, and then how all that
Yep.
came about and stuff. And now the queen no longer with us, and they said the
Well,
royal family, yeah,
her
she
cousin
was yeah, she died of a broken heart. You can tell.
from her cousin,
Her cousin, yeah, you like to say her cousin husband.
cousin husband. That's who he was. Her cousin.
Okay.
Her cousin.
You just you just a piece of work tonight. Also, too, speaking of people we lost Twitch from the Ellen
Mhm.
DeGeneres show. He was a great dancer. He came from So You Think You Can Dance. They said he had a lot of mental issues going on with Twitch,
Mhm.
but the it was a lot. Bob Saget from Full House, America's Funniest Home Videos, he passed away as well
Mhm.
earlier earlier in the year and stuff in January. I was kind of shocked about that. Like, are you
I
kidding
know.
me? And legendary actor that paved the way for a lot of black actors like Denzel Washington. Um, I mean Will Smith. A lot of folks. Sidney Poitier passed away as well. But like I said, a lot of folks passed away. But the biggest one, Brittany, right now, we can tell you right now, breaking news as we kind of report, legendary TV news woman Barbara Walters has passed away at the age of 96 years old. Not 96.
Mhm.
No, she was 96.
98. Was she 96 or 98?
I think she was 93. 93.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? She lives a long, plentiful life, a fulfilling life. Cause I used to love Miss Barbara Walters, especially on The View.
Yeah,
And
she was
her,
the creator of the youth.
and her being on 2020. Yeah, she was 93, but yeah, I mean, she was one of the best journalists.
Yeah, I mean she broke the mold and stuff when it came to that.
Yeah, and she go toe to toe with the best of them. Like she had a good. When I tell you she do her research, and she had a good follow up question for any person she was interviewing. She didn't
Yeah,
care. Like she did her job and went about her day. She asked the tough, hard questions that people were scared to ask, but she wasn't.
yeah. Barbara Walters was that. She kind of was the epitome of what you saw of a TV news woman. And she was the first woman to gradually get that get the mold out there of what what was expected of being on TV news and
Mhm.
stuff. I kind of wish she would, you know, she got her flowers a little bit earlier than expected, but she did. But long. you know, she, you
Yeah,
know
she
how they
did,
go.
especially on the View when she left the View. I remember they did a episode for her when she finally went off the View. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's one of the greats. Like as far as broadcast, American broadcasting and stuff, like she will always be remembered.
Okay. Also, too, we talk about Kanye West. It was a weird year for Kanye West. He came off
Mhm.
being anti-Semitic. He racist to his own people of color. It just didn't make Kanye
Mhm.
West look good in a good light.
Yeah. I just like I don't want to say Kanye's a lost cause because anybody can be redeemed. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he he ain't playing with a full deck of cards. He ain't. He should a far short of a Happy Meal, baby. He all the crazy analogies you can come with. But then again, we got to understand Kanye needs help. Like I don't know who his family, friends. Y'all need to help that man. Stop playing in his face and stop playing with him. Cause the man lost money overnight from Adidas. Talking about the Jewish community. Whether or not whatever you say, they go come back on you, baby. They got your ass. They counseled you. You done for. It's gonna be hard for him
Even
to come back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, even Alex Jones was flabbergasted on what he was saying.
I know, and Alex Jones just as crazy as he is. The frogs are gay. Like that man just about batshit crazy as Kanye.
The frogs are gay. The frogs are gay.
The frogs are gay. And then somebody Sandy Hook was a damn actors and stage and stuff, and he got to pay the family. And that man, he won't ever be able to pay the families for what he said and done.
Yeah,
But
man.
I just really, really hope and pray for Kanye to to get himself together, get his mind right. Whoever, the Illuminati, whatever y'all got a hold over that man, y'all need to let him go. I don't know what's going on.
Kanye West like he just trying. He's like, I'm gonna say what I want to say and get
Yeah,
away with it.
Kanye is like a broken clock. Like he proves himself to be a broken clock. A broken clock can be wrong all motherfucking day long, but every once in a while, within that day, it get right on time for one time. A broken clock can be right too. You know what I'm saying? And like they
Yeah,
say, things can be right and wrong at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Duality of things. Like he could be wrong over here and right over there. Like what's T? What's really going on?
yeah. I mean, he went crazy. I guess when he got, and then he want Kim Kardashian back, his ex-wife. She ain't gonna take him back. I mean, she got kids with him.
No.
She gonna have to be. They're gonna have to see each other for the rest of their lives. But it's just, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
and
what to say about that.
The Kardashian, I bet they weren't expecting that from somebody to kind of tarnish their image, like Kanye kind of is
Yeah,
tarnishing them in some form or fashion. They don't like that. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we move on from Kanye to another controversial subject. Now we know that Will Smith, the actor, he did something unbelievable and unforgettable that many people still talk to this about this to this day. He slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. Will Smith, Brittany, slapped Chris Rock for Chris Rock disrespecting his wife Jada and making a joke about Jada about her hair, which he got a right to.
Mhm.
No offense to
Mhm.
that, but
Mhm.
many people backlash Will Smith. Will Smith being banned from the Academy Awards for 10 years.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that was a bit excessive. 10 years, like really, bro. Like he could cut back in two. Y'all could ban that man for 2 or 3 years. And then too, from what I heard, they saying, Chris Rock ain't like he used to be. You know what I'm saying? They saying he up there cooling it up more than anything. So was Will Smith right for slapping him? Do you know something we don't know? And then he always was coming for Jada in interviews and stuff. Jada just didn't like
Yeah,
that man. Period.
but I
It
mean
ain't
they
nothing
work
but
together.
I know in Madagascar, but I think
Like
Will
Will
Smith worked with
Smith.
he worked with him on Fresh Prince back in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
some people just don't get along like that, and
yeah.
yeah,
People
it
change
wasn't a
over
time nor the
time.
place for it wasn't a time nor the place for Nan one. You see what I'm saying? The joke or the slap. Like if
Yeah,
that's the case, Will Smith should have waited to get him behind the scenes, not in front of the cameras. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like let it be a rumor, like, oh yeah, we heard that Will Smith and Chris Rock got in an altercation backstage. You see what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
better for us to hear that than to actually see it. I was dumbfounded because I'm looking at online. They saying Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I'm looking on Twitter. I seen this shit. I said, what? And my face was like Lapita. Lapita was sitting behind them. Lapita was like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Lapita was
Yeah,
like all of us, like, huh? What? Like, what? But it kind of tarnished both their careers in a way, but it would definitely tarnish Will Smith's career legacy because Will Smith was known as being, Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Box Office, July Box Office, Mr. Independent Day, Fresh Prince, and it's just like, damn, people thinking he's such a nice guy to do this, but I still like Will Smith. I don't give a damn that he
yeah.
slapped
I
that
still like
man.
it too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
some,
watching Bel Air, so I'm
yeah, I don't
supporting Will
care
Smith
because
in a way.
some people need to get their ass slapped for the shit that they.
And we're hearing that Chris Rock could be doing Netflix first ever live TV special on Netflix. When he
Mhm.
gets his special, he wants to do it live. So I'm hearing
Ooh.
reports that next year Netflix trying to test stuff like
Mhm.
being live.
Oh, okay. And if he gonna be live, he gonna have to talk about that. That slap.
Yeah, he gonna have to talk about it. That's gonna be the number one subject everyone wants to hear.
Mhm. I said, damn. But I'm
Yeah,
tired. I'm tired. I'm over it. But it gonna be brought up
yeah.
again.
Okay. All right. Speaking of that, we know that Ketanji Brown Jackson, Brittany, she was made history being the first black woman to be a Supreme Court justice. And I guess it
Mhm.
helped black women out there know that they have a place on the table when it comes to
Yeah.
like court system and stuff.
Yeah. Got to see that at the table. I was happy for her. Because it was long overdue. We got a coon that's in there already. We need. I hate to say it, but black women gonna fight for black people more than some black men because black women know the strife, the struggle, and what all it takes to have equality and try to do the right things. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
when most of the people that vote and come in crowds of voting and herds of voting is black women. The most
yeah.
first who show up for black people is black women. So I'm happy that she got in there. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get Clarence Thomas ass. He need to go. He need to go and go because
Oh,
he didn't do shit for not damn black person. Bye.
I mean, he almost at his end. When he asked me, give him about a couple more years, he'll be gone before you know
Yeah, get your coon ass up out of here. Shit.
it. Also, too, what you thought about Wendy Williams? Her TV show got canceled, but she had a lot of other problems, like family problems. Her son and her ex-husband was spending her fortune, and she
Mhm.
thinking about trying to come back TV with a podcast.
I had what you call for Wendy Williams. Like I used to like her sometimes, and then sometimes she was just messy. Or sometimes she was just say things, and you're like, okay, Wendy, you done took it too damn far. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I would have wished she would have ended her show for 15 years instead of 14. But that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching her from the Wendy Williams experience on VH1, and then when
hmm
she got her show, watching her show, and all the moments she had from her show and controversies and stuff. But we cannot knock the fact that Wendy Williams made a name for herself.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I now we understand why Wells Fargo was trying to hold her money because her damn ex-husband, her son, trying to eat her ass up alive with her, take all her money. The poor woman ain't in a good mind frame or state. She's trying to get herself together. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mhm.
And finally, Brendan, Elon Musk been a controversial figure. He was the head of Tesla. And now
Tesla.
he was owning Twitter. And he reneged being on Twitter. Now Twitter told him you have to buy us, and he bought Twitter. So he's been running amok with Twitter lately. So what's your thoughts on Elon Musk? And could you see Elon Musk be like the next Trump in a way, run for president one day?
Child, it going that way. I don't know what to say for Elon Musk. He's one of those um I can't think of the word, but it's almost
Fascist.
like idiocracy. Idiocracy. Like that movie
Okay.
Idiocracy. Like one minute he's like smart over here and next minute he dumb over there. Like I think I forgot what it's called. It's the dang, what's that word?
Just
He's
plain
smart
old
in one
ignorant.
thing and dumb in the next. Yeah. He's like he's this brilliant tech billionaire and I know everything. I can do everything. I have money. Da 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 da. Da. Until they came back and the clown came back and bite us in the ass, like Monique said. Don't be unaware that the clown do come back and bite you back in your ass because you's a clown because you did all that prompt and circumstances about Twitter this, Twitter that, and I'm gonna buy Twitter. You brought Twitter, now you regret buying Twitter. You fired people, you brought them back. You done made Twitter go downhill, and now you want to sell Twitter. Like, make it make sense. Like, you was all talk.
Yeah. All right. Um, and I'll say this like honorable mentions and stuff. Most people be like, what's the honorable mention? I mean, like they was there, they made like a little cut. I want to say Blueface and Krishan was kind of like an honorable
Mm-mm.
mention. Like they was just all over the place this year.
And you ain't lying, they were all down social media, up and down, down. Like the new toxic couple.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Bobby and Whitney of social media of 2022.
Ooh, ooh. And let me tell you something. That Krishan, she got hands now. I ain't gonna lie. She got hands, but she need to go take them hands and go sit between her legs, sit her ass down somewhere. Cause the way she be acting like she finna rock in the fetal position in her head. She ain't playing with a full deck of card, but she got a lot of family strife and issues too. And Blueface, he got almost charged with murder for whatever the hell he did in Las Vegas to somebody. It's just a mess.
Okay, and also too another honorable mention is period period
Mm-mm. And me and her got the same namesake. Her name Brittany too. Well, this Brittany ain't like the other Brittany. No.
Period
She
period
she just
period
did that shit to go
period
viral because
period
like I said,
period
they see
period
black women as
period
costumes
period
and shit
period
like that. They
period
think we all act the same, look the same. That's a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? A caricature of a black woman. That's what she tried to put on.
right? All right. Shut up, girl. Get your
period period period
all right. Okay. Shut up. All right. Charlie, shut up. And she shut up. All right, Brittany. Do you have any New Year's resolutions for this year?
I don't feel like believing resolution. I feel like you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna do me, do life, and do right. That's it.
I'll say this. The world needs to be a little bit more nicer, a little bit more kind. I'll say that.
Right. Less violence and less hatred.
Yeah. Less jealousy.
That
We get
too.
all that.
We
We'll
can
be
be
better
a
off.
better
We'll be better.
world.
Yeah. There you go. All right, everyone. Happy New Year from Brittany
Happy New
Shay
Year.
and me, Kendra Dix. We wish you a happy New Year, a happy 2023, a prosperous 2023, and we want a better world for 2023 if we can. Thank you, and we'll see you next year for another edition of Connect Now. See you later.